Good morning, mamas. Happy This is Real Life Thursday. If you are new here, my name is Gervais Colmos. I am a certified life coach for mothers and the founder of Shiny Happy Human. And I started this company because I wanted to talk about the shiny, the happy, and the human moments of motherhood that I was experiencing, so you could just celebrate our beautiful imperfectness because we are all human and we all have these moments like I'm going to talk about today. And today we're going to talk about relationships, whether that's marriage or whatever, your partner. Something that I've been exploring recently with my own coach that I think is the greatest tip of all time, for married couples especially, but again, just for any romantic relationship, is the difference between I need and I would love it if. Um, we are all perfect as we are. We all were born with all of the tools that we need to solve our own problems, fill ourselves up, make ourselves feel whole and worthy and proud and all of those things, right? We don't need anybody else to validate us to feel those things. It's really nice sometimes, but we don't need that. And it is your responsibility as a woman and a human being and a wife and a mom and a girlfriend and a whatever to gift that to yourself so that you are one complete being apart from anybody else that you know. And obviously, in relationships, lots of times we find ourselves thinking like, I need him to fill in the blank, right? Like if he would, then I would fill in the blank. This is like an episode of Mad Libs. So, an example of this is like about a month back, I was feeling a little overwhelmed by my business and kind of like melting down, like classic human moment. And I found myself in this argument with my husband that, of course, I picked the argument. And I was saying to him, I need you to recognize how hard I'm working and to tell me that you're proud of me. And at the time, this sounded like totally rational in my mind. And I was like, yeah, you need to validate how hard I'm working and you need to make me feel good about my work ethic and blah, 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 because I'm doing this for us. And then what I've realized is I don't need him to do that. It's not his job to make me feel good about myself. It's really amazing when he does. And obviously we want to surround ourselves with people that lift us up and support us and encourage us to be our best selves. And I need to gift that to myself, right? If I'm looking for my husband to tell me, you are working so hard, I'm so proud of you, maybe that's something I need to tell myself because I'm not giving myself what I need emotionally. So that's a whole nother story. But the way that I broke this down in a bite-sized nugget for you is just realizing I could have that same conversation with him and be totally stressed out and overwhelmed and having the human moment and say, I would love it if you told me you were proud of me for how hard I'm working, right? And that feels better. It's received a lot better. And it's more true because while I would love it if my husband was super supportive and validated everything I did and was like always on the same page and on my side and thought I was basically a unicorn, which he does, don't worry. But I would love that, but I don't need it. And I shouldn't need it because I am fully complete as I am. And he's just my partner in life. And I would love it if he did certain things for me. So when you find yourself in a heated discussion with your significant other, remind yourself of the difference. If you find yourself saying like, I need you to blah, 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 remind yourself that like, he's not your slave. You're in a relationship where you each give 100%. And so you give 100% to yourself and then 100% to the relationship and you do your best, but it's not this balancing act of like, okay, I'm going to need you to give me X, Y, and Z, and then I'll feel. You feel perfectly perfect as you are, and you would love it if you got this from the relationship. So just remember the difference between I need and I would love it if. I would love to hear how this goes for you. And if you catch yourself doing it this week, because I have caught myself doing it twice since this happened over a month ago. And I really think that it changes the energy in any discussion or argument with my husband instantly as soon as I phrase it that way. So let me know how it goes. If you're new here, subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the email list, shinyhappyhuman.com. There are some big exciting changes coming in the next month, and I want you to get in on the action. There's going to be lots of fun stuff being unveiled, and you don't want to miss it because I'm only going to send it out to my email list. So thank you for watching. You're perfect how you are. You know, like, let's celebrate bold, beautifully messy mommies and also try and be our best selves every day. I appreciate you.